Goat of the zodiac. Sometimes not necessarily the abbreviation, but most are in most cases. I've had a Capricorn cross me. I've crossed myself. My Capricorn is in moon. I have 3 placements. Very hard sometimes, but my emotional side keeps me balanced. Welcome back to another amazing read slash episode slash rambling on of Rachel's random ramblings. My name is Rachel, and this is Vegas Virgo Tarot, the only. I do have a couple other social media sites not offering current readings at the moment, but if it's something that you're really looking for guidance on, go follow my Instagram account, my TikTok at Vegas Virgo Tarot, again at Vegas Virgo Tarot, and I'll see what I can do. Unfortunately, there's too many scammers for me to offer that publicly, and as y'all done, so happies, I apologize. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're finally getting a couple more people on board, and I really appreciate it because it's free, please, and it really supports me and also gets me the ability to hopefully one day, if I ever make it big, and I'll thank all of you, and y'all be here with me for the ride, I'll remember the OGs, I can do a little more and hopefully get more of the message out as I get better and better, and hopefully you guys continue to enjoy it. So today I used it for the first series. Also, don't forget, Capricorn, go check out last month's read. I found that my moon ended up being extremely similar to what was going on very recently, so this could apply now, this could apply a little later. Just go back and watch both. I know it sounds weird how I watch my own, but again, it's like, well, I want to make sure I'm improving, you know, plus I'm a little judgmental of myself. I'm a perfectionist. All right, Cappy, we've got your candle lit, we got home for air, earth, water, fire, great, and I've got 2 to do after you. We're gonna get wham bam, thank you ma'am, done. I hope you all have been well whenever this finds you. For sense and ease sake, I label them by month just so an entire month's worth for all signs, so that you got a little something, and then in all signs, usually at the end. Alright, in the center of your read, you're going to have the Page of Cups in reverse. There it is in the upright. Usually I gotta bring it to the side here and it'll... Yep, so significator or current problem, something that is bothering you, that's in your mind, Page of Cups in the reverse. Quite possibly you could be feeling that your sense of intuition is, you're not being able, almost like an artist block or a creative block. And what is your attitude currently about that? That would make sense. Temperance in the reverse. Let's show you in the right. Temperance in the reverse, basically your attitude, you are unbalanced, right? When you have your Page of Cups, it's basically saying already you're feeling definitely out of sorts in some regard. Good judgment, good balance, your attitude, it's speaking for itself. You are not feeling balanced. You are not balanced. And let's see what's crossing you. I'm sorry, Cappies. Okay, King of Swords, masculine type energy. I call this the card because it's a very defensive and combative suit. I agree. And it is in the upright. Cool crown though, right? Game of Thrones-ish. I mean, a quintet arrangement. King of Swords here crossing you in the upright, crossing you. There could be like a father figure hitting kind of or getting on you about like some certain situations, Cappy. There could be someone in a leadership position that's just on your booty all the time. It stinks, but sometimes you get smile and nod. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but smile and nod. Above you in your head, you know you have to have that when you're in difficult situations. You need a pull and strength, and it's in your head, although above you. Let that be a good sign, like, hey, whatever your beliefs are, you know, God, your religious beliefs, you know, therefore a higher being. And then you also see at the center of that, do you see the infinity sign? Forever, you've got a moon and the sun. You've got so much powerful. Also, there's that lion in like the traditional Rider-Waite. You can kind of see his lion. Strength is shown, you know, as of like it's a beast, like it's you have the power. You have the, I have the power. Whatever the song goes. Throwing behind you. The 10 of Swords is going behind. Kind of like my Sleepless Nights cards. The one of having to feel like you're at that precipice of, okay, is this gonna be it? Is this the last bit of fight? Because that's the last bit of fight I have in me. You're leaving that behind. Negative energy, obviously, even with a lot of that swords, because that crossing you is that King of Swords. Below you have the Star. I don't think this should be quite below you, although it does show you're kind of aware of it, but quite possibly you're oops. They're so nice, you slip a little bit here. The Star is showing also hope. When I imagine Star as like an actual like figment, it's a sign of hope. It's truly beautiful, because obviously with it being outer space, and it shows you a couple different spots. Outer space itself is just so much, it's full of so much abundance. Like, there's just so much out there. I mean, if you think about it in regards of, even though it's beneath you, think of how small we are in regards to the vastness of the universe. Black holes, supernova, crazy, right? I love that. And something in the near future that may be coming up, quite possibly, the Hierophant, there could be an energy of somebody trying to basically be in a sense of a false prophet. You could be attempting to give false advice, or don't give advice that you feel like you aren't confident that, or if someone's gonna get hurt, just to yourself. You should be continually in this Hierophant upright energy, because it shows that you have, spirit with you, and spirituality, and justice and right, and what's in the karmic sense right. But before warned, I don't hope that anything like that happens to you. Here in your attitude about it is Moon in reverse, which can actually lend to be positive about that, because when I think like Moon in reverse, I think like, oh, okay, sun time. Well, we have the Moon card separately to show other side, because with light there's always dark, always. So with the Moon being in reverse, the upright would be, you're quite aware, you've got your eyes open. It'd be very hard to deceive you in this moment, Capricorn, because you've got all antennas and radars and eyes on the prize. Here in environment, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Here it is. It's beautiful, where you've got one grand sword in the middle, two on each side, kind of, again, crossing it. You've got one in the center, four of them almost cross. This card I remember when I'm thinking Five of Swords, because in the upright, it would be you battled something out, either with, it could almost be pettiness if you think about it. With this being in reverse, you're choosing to take the path of peace, and that's kind of your environment. I'm glad it's your environment in that sense. Ooh, the Chariot. Look how beautiful this Chariot card is in this soul card deck. Honestly, these are all super beautiful. I love these cards. They're so gorgeous. They feel good to handle. I'm scared I'm gonna get them dirty. Your hopes and fears, you have the Chariot in reverse. So, understandably so, you're a little afraid of a failure. You're afraid of stagnation. You're wanting to keep things moving along in regards to, well, I've got this strength. I know I need to have a little bit more hope, but you're getting hung up on, because there's always aspects you need to contain before you're able to achieve that ability to have overall success. So fear, you should be fearful of having a failure if you're not going to have all the points in order. And your overall outcome, quite possibly advice to be aware of. You have the Six of Cups in the outright in your further off future, or your outcome that you should be aware. Looks like almost you got little candles in there with one cup facing down, and then you could also see it in the upright where they almost look like bells too. But in the upright at the top, in the 10th card of your read, the Six of Cups in the upright is basically you're having a lot of nostalgia. Maybe you're going to be having some reunions coming up. That would make sense. Although in my emotions, I'm not looking forward to it. Also, when you guys are reflecting this stuff in your other signs, please look up what those signs mean. For example, when I say it's my moon, it refers to my inside my emotions. When I say a rising, it's basically what I project outwardly, cases where I'm unfamiliar. But my Virgo sun is what I show off mostly to people that I know, if that makes sense. So my Capricorn being in my moon, I see things very decisively. And any other Capricorn, you're even more decisive and hard-headed, because you're able to stay on it, and you make things happen before people even know, and then you're able to just let them know. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nice. We got a nice little... So, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which you don't see quite coming, could be out of your view, could be completely out of your radar. You're not going to have the ability of having somebody there to support you, at least in terms of material wealth, financial wealth. It's going to have to be coming from your own sense of internal abundance. And what sucks is that we can't ever prepare for a crapshoot show. But as much as you can, and if you have the availability to, and if you ever, are in a situation where it's like, yeah, I'm comfortable and doing well, put stuff aside. Don't be caught with your pants down, as the saying goes. And, but all right, Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your August 2022 read. Don't forget to watch your other sun, moon, and rising signs. Like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It's free. It helps me grow my channel. And don't forget to pop up in the chat. Put a goat in the chat. Say hello. I'd love to hear from a couple of you, and maybe I'll announce you in the next reading. But let me know what you're thinking and how you're enjoying the reads. And I hope whenever this finds you, you have a great, blessed day and lots of love and light to every single one of you. Talk to you soon.